Hello, welcome back to Spider's Web, and we're going to be carrying on with Arena Rex for this video, and the mini we're going to be painting this time is Hermes. Yes, there we are. Doesn't look too much like the winged messenger of Greek mythology, but that's the character's name from all accounts, so that's what we want to be calling him. Now, I am going to try my very best to keep in shot this week. I'm going to make sure that I keep looking at the camera, the viewfinder, so I know exactly where the mini is at any one time. So hopefully this one won't be too bad. Right. I do apologise for the previous videos where I keep going off camera. I cannot help it. For some strange reason I haven't got the hang of keeping on camera. But never mind. Anyway, as I said, we are going to be doing Hermes. And the colours we're going to be using for skin is amber skin, followed by topaz skin, followed by ruby skin. Okay, so we're going to give him a nice pale colour, nice pale complexion for some strange reason. I don't know why, but I'm just going through the different versions of this, or different variants of this skin tone colour. So I'm just going to give in the colour shake. I'm going to have to go into the old vortex mixer. Bear with me. There we are. Still going to shake it a little bit more, just to be on the safe side. You can't shake it too much. So, got that on there. And we'll pop some out on our wet palette. I really should have got some more water in my washing up tub. Oh, we have a lot of water on this palette. Oh well, I'm already starting off badly by not being on not being in shot for this. Well, hopefully you saw what I was doing. I think I should have. That's the word I'm looking for. Dried off my wet palette a little, but never mind. We'll work our way through. Hopefully, it won't be too much of an issue. We just need to make sure we get on the skin areas. He does have fur around his shoulder straps. There we go. And just in case you're wondering, yeah, it isn't easy actually trying to firstly narrate what you're doing as you're painting, but secondly to paint around a camera. I have a camera mounted directly in front of me, between me and the mini. You see it's on a little stand, a table mounted stand, and I suppose it would be easier if I had a tripod looking over my shoulder, but I only have a small room, so there's not much I can do about that. But I'm trying my best to keep on top of things and bring you the best quality as I can, as long as I'm not stupid enough to keep going off camera, that is. Right. Actually going to do a little bit more because I've missed his hand. Does look as though his hand is uncovered. There we are. I am going to get another piece of kitchen towel and dry off the wet palette. It is a little too wet. So bear with me a second. Okay, next that's that done. What do we do now? let's do these leather cushion bits first off, and don't want that one. Let's see if I can find one that will be adequate for what I want. Don't want that, don't want that. What's that one? New. I did have some out. I must have put them back. Leather brown. That's the one I'm looking for. Okay, give it a good shake. There we are. And we'll pop this onto a palette. And again, this is just your base colour. It's not going to be the final colour of it, because we are going to be putting washes on it and highlights and whatnot. So it's, as I say, it's just a case of getting some colour down, blocking some colour in, and then what's the word I'm looking for? And then going over to darken it down, re-establish it, and then bring it back up again. I know it seems a weird way of doing things. You paint it on, put something on to make it darker, and then put the original colour back on to bring it back, but it's just so that we get the light and dark. We can see where the light is coming from, we can position where the light is coming from. And you know, make your paintings that, make your minis that little bit more realistic looking rather than just flat colours. Because the last thing you want on a mini is to make it look flat. You want a bit of highlight, you want shadow. Oh yeah, we'll go with that. Quite pleased with that one. Next we will go with our metallics, I think. Let's do these areas here. Now what do I want? What colour do I want from there? Let's go with just for the background of it. Let's pop wet palette to one side and bring back CD palette, and we give it a shake, and we're using night scales. Oh, and I forgot to tell you as well, when I was using the I forgot to remind you when I was using the skin tone colours, that the skin tone set was kindly sent to me by Army Painter. He sent it me free of charge to review, so I've put them down as a sponsor for these videos. I've not been paid as a sponsorship, I've just got the paints to review and make videos on, so in a way I suppose that's kind of a payment. If you want to see it that way, I don't know whether you class it as that or not, but there we go. I've been sent these skin tone range for review purposes, and so far I don't know about you, but I'm quite happy with the results. Especially with the darker skin tones. Obviously I've not tried the paler skin tones as yet, which is why I'm doing them in this video and the next video, and then we've gone through all of them as there's a trio of paints to use to paint skins. If you can hear something behind me, if you can hear something in the background, laddie just walked in. I'm on my own here at the moment. Laddie's visiting friends, so it's just me and Laddie. So I didn't bother shutting the door because there's no TV or anything on in the background to disturb us. But we do have a laddie that keeps grunting in the background. Don't you, sunshine? Yes. So we have that. I'm not going to do the shield this colour. What I may do, in fact what I will do, is the visor on his helmet. Yes, like so. That looks quite nice. Obviously, when we come to highlight it, it will look slightly different. But I'm quite pleased with that. There we are. I'll do the hilt of his sword, or gladius, or whatever it may be. It's not a gladius because it doesn't have the same right shaped blade. I don't know what this blade will be. I'm not a weapons expert, I just know that a gladius has the same shape blade as the leaves of a gladioli. That's why it's called a gladius. Although that may be something I've picked up and I've got it the wrong way around, I'm not sure. But that's what I've heard about it anyway. That it's named after the flower, or named after the plant, because it's got the same leaves, same shaped leaves. If that's right or not, I don't know. You hear so many things online that, and when you're out and about, that later turns out not to be true. It's difficult to say what is. Alrighty then, what can we do here? Let us go for I'll go with that one. Forgot about that one. Let's pop this back to one side and bring back wet palette. And now this time we're going to be using Monster Brown. Nothing's happening with this at the moment, so it's over to Vortex Mixer. Give it a further shake. I don't think there's any balls in this. Oh well, never mind. Pop that in there. It's not incredibly dark of a colour. So what can I do as well? Let's mix in some dark stone. There you go, you see, this one's got balls in it. I don't know why I've not put any of the monster one, Monster Brown. Okay, that'll do. I don't want to go mad. So let's put some of that there, some of that here, some of this in it as well. I thought this was a darker colour, obviously not. Oh well, never mind. And let's get this on the fur areas. Now I'm not going on his hair, I'm just going on the fur lining of his, or the fur covering of his armour. Yeah. Now the reason I decided to give him a paler skin tone is because of this fur that he's got over it. I'm assuming that he comes from kind of a cold country. So colder countries usually have a paler skin tone naturally. So that was my way of thinking. I'm not obviously we're saying that I'm not taking into account immigration, whatnot. I'm just taking into account the indigenous peoples of certain countries. The warmer countries, usually the people there have a darker skin tone, and the colder countries usually have a paler skin tone because they have no need for a high production of melanin because of the lack of heat and warmth and sun. So I'm just stating biological and historical facts. I'm not wishing to cause arguments. There we are. But if anybody does take objection to what I say, grow up. So I'm going to say the subject. Anyway, that's the fur done, the skin tone done. Helmet, shield, these braces are they called here on his leg, the shoulder pauldrons. These can be, I think, cloth, and then it's on the cloth round here, and the belt, and the leather straps. Leather straps, right, what I'm going to do for leather straps, I wanted to do something different. A different tone for leather straps. Where are you? There you are. Come here. Ah dear. Right, so for the leather straps on his around his shoulders, I'm going to be doing a different tone, as I say, to the leather padding around his legs. So I'm going to take a little bit of pure red, and I'm going to pop that just there. I don't need a lot of it, I don't want a lot of it, but into that I'm going to be putting the leather brown, and some of the dark stone. There. That will give a different leather tone. Quite like that, and then we can come back after it's all been washed, re-establish this tone on the highlights, on the raised areas, and then we can continue with doing highlights. So it won't be the same colour as this by the time we're finished, assuming of course I remember to do it. Because plenty of times on camera I said this is what we're going to do later on in the video, and then I finished the video and realised I haven't done it. Ah well, not to worry. The thing is, you can make all your plans you want while you're doing the videos, or while you're painting your minis rather. But there comes a time when you've got to stop, and if you're happy with the way your model looks, that is the best time to stop. Well, nobody's expecting it to be perfect all the time. The only person who is expecting it to be perfect all the time would be you. Nobody else does. And the reason we expect us to be perfect is because we're always comparing ourselves to other painters and wondering why we can't get it like they did. The thing is, in a room full of people, the chances are a room full of people who are painting the same picture, painting the same model, the chances of two being identical are very, very slim. And yes, I have seen a video on YouTube where there's a group doing, I think it's a still life, and they all look identical. And I've not a clue how they've managed that, because in my experience it doesn't happen, because we all see things with a different eyes. We never see things with the... I don't see the same thing as... I can look at the same item, but I don't see the same things that somebody else does. So it's all a matter of what our eyes can pick up, what our brain manages to interpret from those signals that our eyes send. It's, you know, it's a wonderful thing being an individual. I don't know why so many people are trying to be all the same. For me, I don't know, it's a bit weird, that. Right, I'm going to go straight into this dark stone, and I'm going to go over the back. I've just realised I've not done the hand holding the shield. And looking at it, I haven't... The primer's not got to the back of the shield either. Oh well, good job it's been varnished. That will do nicely. And I'll just go back into the skin tone and just make sure that his hand is done. Don't know what I was thinking then. I'm just trying to watch what I'm doing. I'm trying to watch where the model is on the camera. But yeah, there we are. Now I've come to paint it. I'm not quite sure. I don't quite like the moulding on his chest. Well, on his stomach. On this part here, it looks... I don't know. It doesn't look right to me. Oh well. Okay, next job. Shield. No, let's not do the shield. Let's wait for that bit to dry first. Let's do this bit here. And let's go in with Hydra Turquoise. Oh dear. Give it a good shake. Let's turn wet palette round. I'll start with the clean side. There we are. Oops. Playing dominoes with paint bottles here. So let's get onto them. You may notice I'm leaving the edge unpainted here because I want it to be wanted the bit around the outside to be different colour. And this is all going to tie in a little later with the way I do the shield. I do like this colour. I mean, obviously my favourite colour is black, my second favourite colour is green, but I do like this particular colour, turquoise. But then again, I really like purple. In fact, I like purple so much, I like it more than red and blue combined. Okay, bad joke, I know. But it tied in with the conversation. Oh dear. Right, so that is the turquoise done. I just need to leave that to dry, and then we can come back and go around the edge with the colour. I want that. Why have I gone out of focus? Why have I gone blurred? Come on, you can do it. Thank you. Okay, I don't know what happened then to make that go blurred. I also don't know what the heck I've done with me paper towel. Dear Lord, I'll get another one. Okay, so that's, as I say, that done. Let us go in with the bracers around the legs. I think they call bracers, I might be wrong. Again, I'm not a military and what you call it, not a military expert or armourer or whatever. And for this one we're going to be using Evil Chrome. I do like this one. It's a nice colour. I'll give it a good shake. In fact, out of this metallic range they're all nice colours. In fact, it's the metallics range, what am I talking about? It's the metallics range that Army Painter sent me. It wasn't these skin tones, I bought that one myself. It's the metallic colours. These are the colours that they sent me to review. I told you wrong earlier, I do apologise. I'm just hoping that somebody from Army Painter has watched these videos and enjoyed them, and hopefully they might offer to send me some more stuff. Mind you, I did actually get in contact with them about this, so whether or not I'd have to do it again I don't know, but if I do, I do. But hopefully I've done what's been required of me reviewing these paints. Done them enough, I've used them enough that I think I'm getting a good hang of them, and I'm finding them really nice to work with. The only one I haven't got to grips with yet is the fairy dust one, which is the one that is supposed to change your normal flat paints into metallics, but it doesn't seem to do that. It just basically puts a little bit of a sparkle to it, a shimmer to it rather, and makes the paint, makes the colour a tone lighter. But you know, it's, the idea was there. I think it just needs a little more work to get it done properly, but I may be wrong. I may not be doing it quite right, but I'm going to keep at it and see if I can do something with it. Tell you what, let's do his helmet this colour as well.